Hello there everybody, this is Krista and welcome back to Cursey Witch Tarot. And welcome to what hopefully will be a new series. I'm really excited about it. So, I am calling this deck speed dating. And the idea kind of came from thinking about ideas for videos. No, that's not what I want to say. That's not the train of thought. I was trying to examine sort of how I like to get to know my decks, and very specifically my oracle decks, and I do that through really trying them out with all sorts of pairings, and I really have a lot of fun doing some unexpected pairings, I guess you could say. So things that maybe you wouldn't look at the two decks and say like, oh yeah, they're gonna look amazing together, just to try it out. And so for some reason it got me thinking about the show The Bachelor. I was like, well, how fun would it be if I did a video that was almost like centered around the oracle, and the oracle had like roses it could give out to tarot decks it really enjoyed. But that's sort of cutting, my goal is kind of cutting to the chase when it comes to the concept of the show The Bachelor. So to me, speed dating seemed more like the appropriate title. And there's an insight into my thought process. Anyway, the idea is that for this first video, what we will be doing is looking at 3 oracles I've selected. Well, it's really 2 oracles and a tarot that for now I want to treat as an oracle, that I want to get to know better, that I kind of just haven't really played around with much yet. And so I have those 3 selected, and what we're gonna do, this is a bit inspired as well by Dawn Michelle's Playing with Pairs. So I have these oracles out, we're gonna go one by one, and I'm right next to my tarot storage bench. And I'm just gonna pull out tarots and look at the pairings. So really kind of like that Playing with Pairs style video, except they're not pre-selected at all. We're just gonna pull things out and see how it goes. But what will make this different is that after we've looked at a few pairings, maybe I should think of a number so that I'm not going crazy. 3. We're gonna look at 3 tarots for each of these. Keep it at that, hopefully. After that, I will select one tarot deck that I think either really interested me the most or just seemed like it worked with the best. And for, I'm gonna say a month, maybe this can be like a monthly video, I am going to work with these 3 oracles only with that specific tarot pairing that I selected from this video. And then I figured if this kind of can turn into a monthly series, by the next time I do one of these, we can start out by talking about how the pairings ended up working out. Almost like a, like after the rose. If you watch The Bachelor, you know what I mean. If not, this probably means nothing. Or like with Love is Blind, how they do, what do they call it? Like after the altar or something. Like basically a check back to see how their second dates went, you know? Like so we're doing a deck speed dating where they're going on some speed dates with some tarots, and then they'll pick one to go on a second date with. And then we'll see how that plays out, see how it works out. Maybe they end up becoming a married couple. They get along so well. Or it doesn't work out. I hope you think this is fun. I'm kind of excited about it. But without further ado, let's introduce our contestants. So we'll start out with the first that's not really an oracle, but I think it's just going to be helpful for me to work with it that way at first. And that is the Ritual Tarot. Now, this is not one I really ever expected myself to end up with. It doesn't really feel like my style, perhaps. You don't have to flip through. We're going to do that later. But I'm sure this has been, like, all over TarotTube right now and Instagram and stuff. It's a gorgeous deck and really, really cool. It's just, I don't know, it's not one that I had on my list or anything of that sort. But I saw it come up on one of the Facebook groups used for a really good price. And so I just thought, you know, I want to see what this is all about, because everyone who I see has it loves it. And it's just one of those things where it's something different for me, and I wanted to see what it was all about. So this is my copy I have now. And already I'm kind of like, okay, like this, it feels like a lot to take in. So I think the way that will work for me to get to know it is to use it like an oracle. So that's what we're going to try out at first. So that is contestant number 1. And then we have, this is the combined Seeker and Messenger Oracle. So I've got the other box here, which was gifted to me from Andy, surprise, surprise, because I've been working a bit with the Dreams of Gaia and just was really interested in checking out this oracle, and she wasn't using her copy. So these are some of the cards combined, not all of them, some of them are taken out, which I have, but I agree with Andy's choices, so I'm just gonna leave it be. But I love the artwork on this deck. I'm really excited to get to know this one. And last but not least, we have gifted to me from the lovely Aliato Tarot, the Mercury Salt Sulfur Oracle, which I've had for a few weeks now, if maybe a few months even, I'm not sure. And I really have enjoyed my time with this deck. I just feel like I've not figured out the right pairing for it. So I haven't played with it too much, even though I really enjoy it, purely for that reason. So those are our 3 contestants. I think we should just jump in and get started. So we will turn this camera around and I will see you there. All right, so here we are starting with the Ritual Tarot. Let's take the Apple Watch off because that seems distracting. Anyway, okay, Ritual Tarot. This one is going to be, it feels like a challenge, especially because, again, this is not my usual style of deck. So let's look and see what jumps out at me. Okay. All right. Right away, I'm thinking I want to try it with Mystic Masters. So this is the Mystic Masters Tarot by Danny Mystic. And I think because they both have these kind of like this high art feel to them, I think they might really work out. Let's see. What do we think here? Does it feel like they're working out? You know, I think I like this. It's hard for me to speak to these cards in the middle to really like see how they're reading together, because I just don't know it well yet. I can try and guess, but you know, I don't know how successful I would be. But it is feeling like they're speaking to each other somehow, doesn't it? That must be the Hanged Man, I'm gonna guess. So we have the Magician and 3 of Swords. Oh, that's very cool. It's feeling very like, you know, shifting our perspectives in order to really see that we're in control of our own realities in a way. Interesting. I think this one is Justice, which I love this image in the center. So we have Justice with the Emperor and, what does that say? Ace of Cups. Interesting. I think this is kind of interesting together, don't you think? 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups with, I think that's 3 of Wands. That's feeling like a message of what's going to help you get started on your goals is leaning into your close relationships and those people that you really trust to help you make a decision on what it is you actually want to be doing. kind of this feeling of confusion over here of like so many possibilities. How can you get started is really leaning on your friends. All right, I think that's neat. So that is Mystic Masters, and that is our first tarot pairing with the Ritual Tarot. So let's get that away. Now I'm feeling like I kind of want to stick with this sort of high art feel. So what else do I have that can work? Now the only decks I'm excluding here are my decks that are out for my morning readings for the month. Because right away I was thinking like, oh, the Golden Tarot could be cool, but that is one of my, whatchamacallit, morning poll decks. Ooh, okay. Again, I'm trying to go off of gut reaction, not really putting much thought into it, like a speed date would be, you know? So, I think the next one I want to try is Madame Lydia's Tarot. I think this could be really possibly interesting. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Okay. Because I kind of like how we pull in that collage element a bit more with this deck. Okay, let's see. Again, this one's a bit challenging because I don't know every card by any means. What are you? Knight of Swords? Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, Nine of Wands, and the Hierophant. No, sorry, Knight of Wands, probably. Wands? Yeah, see? I don't know. We're gonna go off of thinking it's Knight of Wands. So to me, it's feeling like this sense of taking on too much. With that Knight of Wands, that kind of like fast-paced, impulsive energy. And looking towards, you know, maybe people we see as guides or teachers, or even finding, again, that message within ourselves to really see what in our lives maybe isn't necessary to be taking on almost. Right, we've got the Moon, the Magician, and Six of Pentacles, right? So in a sense, it's kind of like, what are you thinking of the Moon as that shadow energy, and the Magician with this kind of manifestation creation, and Six of Pentacles being like charity in a sense. What might you be putting out in the world that perhaps isn't coming from, what are you, it's kind of like, what are you giving off for others that maybe isn't coming from a really true intention to place, maybe this kind of shadowy energy. To me, it's like that feeling of like giving too much of yourself. Kind of neat. I think I'm actually really enjoying this as well. And I think because Madame Lydia is a bit more like it's a little bit less busy than Mystic Masters, which I really love about Mystic Masters, but since this is such a, like, there's so much to look at in these cards, I almost wonder if it's a bit more helpful to have a kind of more directly cut kind of image, if that makes sense. The Star, the Sun, and I'm guessing Ace of Wands. I mean, that's really cool. That's a really cool pairing there. I think I really am liking this one as well. All right, so that is Madame Lydia's, there's a whole name to it that I never remember, so I just call it Madame Lydia's Tarot. And that is pairing number 2 with the Ritual Tarot, which I really like. Okay, last but not least, this deck caught my eye while we were doing that one. It is the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot. I think we gotta see how this one works. Okay. Let's see here. Right, we've got the Wheel with 6 of Pentacles again and the Empress. It feels like a message of acting in kindness because, you know, the wheel's always turning. You might be in a position before you know it where you need some kindness as well. Cool. I don't know. I think that's the Moon card, I'm gonna guess. With 7 of Pentacles and Knight of Wands. Kind of neat. Am I loving this though? I don't know if I'm really loving this. For some reason, it's like all the colors in this is feeling like a bit too much with this. Let's look at one more. I don't think this is my favorite though. No. It's not bad. Not the worst thing in the world, but I think that the winning pair is the Ritual Tarot with Madame Lydia's Tarot. Yes, I think this was my favorite pairing of the 3. So, the Ritual Tarot will be taking Madame Lydia's Tarot on a second date. Okay, that was fun. I liked that. Alright, so next we will move on to, I think we're gonna do the Seeker/Messenger Oracle next. Okay, so here we have the combined, I'm just gonna call it the Messenger Oracle, just because that's how I kind of recognize the name, but it is combined. And the obvious answer would be to do Dreams of Gaia, but I don't think I want to do that. I need to remember I've got other bins of decks. I don't think that's what I want to pair it with. I want to try, oh, okay. First pairing we're gonna do is the She-Wolf Tarot, which would be nice because this is also a tarot that I am working on getting to know, because it's also very much out of my wheelhouse, so would be nice if this worked, but we won't let that sway us, you know? We have to let the Messenger Oracle speak for itself. Okay. Oh, but look at the colors together. So we have Respect Your Boundaries with the High Priestess and 9 of Cups. Really cool, huh? Embrace the Masculine with 6 of Swords and 10 of Wands. Wow. That's especially cool because this She-Wolf Tarot has such a feminine energy. That 10 of Wands to me is almost feeling like the weight that comes with identifying in that way. And 6 of Swords with that kind of moving on and moving into this kind of incorporating that masculine in a healthy way. Okay, we've got See the Patterns with Page of Wands and 8 of Swords. Oh, that's cool, isn't that? Oh, nudity warning, sorry. Wow. Okay, I'm pretty impressed, I have to say. Ooh, shaking the camera. My apologies. There, Here and Now with Temperance and King of Wands. Perfect. That is perfect. Okay, I'm pretty convinced on this one. Let's do one more. We have Importance of Sleep with 7 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles. I love how grounded that feels with this figure here really like laying themselves on the ground. Okay, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of that one. So, that is the She-Wolf Tarot. with the Messenger Oracle. Love that pairing. Okay. Ooh, I got them really intertwined because the she-wolf is so big. Alright. Now, what else? What else? Let's think here. Take a gander. What is drawing my eye? I don't know. I don't know. Ooh. Ooh, okay. We're gonna try the Lydia Tarot with this. That could be kind of interesting, don't you think? Don't you think? I love the cardstock on this deck. Something about it. Alright, let's switch this card out. I made a mess over here. Know you belong with the Fool, and again, that Six of Pentacles keeps coming up, huh? Really interesting, though. It is time with Four of Pentacles and Four of Wands. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, we've got the Seeker's Journey with King of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles. To me, that it gives off this feeling with the Seeker's Journey is with the tarot is giving what the goal is almost, which is really kind of really interesting, don't you think? Be a curious creature with Nine of Wands and Eight of Pentacles. Be a curious creature. That gives off such an energy of kind of becoming, like, getting out of your comfort zone. That's exactly what that gives off to me. Getting out of your comfort zone. Really cool. Follow the Moon with Queen of Cups and Five of Swords. Oh wow, that's very much like being guided into that shadow realm. Undeserving Villains with Three of Swords and Six of Swords. Wow. Wait, okay, I'm kind of really liking this too. Oh, this is gonna be a really hard choice. Eek! Okay, let's look at one more with this. Share your thoughts with the I'm guessing that's the Ace. No, sorry, Earth of Water Page. Page of Cups and the King of Wands. Ooh, Stevie! I have my tarot bench open and she uses that usually as her platform to get up to her perch. And she just really parkoured that. Okay, share your thoughts. King of Wands and Page of Cups. I love the combination of that action and feeling there. Oh no, this is gonna be hard. Okay, so that's the Lydia Tarot. I'm really liking that. Oh no. Okay, one more. One more. I kind of thought I would have an easy time pairing this one, but I'm actually not really feeling like that's the case. But let me think. Let me get out of Stevie's way. So sorry, little Stevie Bean. Now, let's look. What's jumping out at me? You! Pixie's Whispers Tarot. That's what we're going to look at. Last but not least, with the Messenger Oracle. Okay. All right, so we've got Be Honest with the Fool and Four of Swords. That's kind of interesting. Oh, is this all topsy-turvy? Oh, no. Okay, we've got Time to Ground with Two of Wands and Two of Swords. Very cool energy there, almost, because the twos I see as like a planning phase, sitting and wait a little bit. And Time to Ground, it's sort of like making sure you're grounded before you make any big decisions or big actions. That's pretty cool. Okay, Focus and Then Act with Page of Coins and the Empress. I'm liking this. Time to Reflect with the Emperor and King of Cups. Oh, wow. That is really cool. I am liking this. It's not as exciting me as much as the others, though. Let Your Emotions Flow with Three of Coins and Temperance. I think it works. I totally think it works. I don't think it's one that I'm like, yeah, I want to work with this pair together for like a few weeks. Okay, decision time. So right now I am pretty much between the She-Wolf Tarot and the Lillifer Tarot with this. Okay, I'm surprising myself right now because I really thought I would pick the She-Wolf Tarot because I really was impressed with that. But I think I'm going to go with the Lillifer Tarot. That, for some reason, I'm feeling really drawn towards that, and I think they could end up really speaking to each other so well. I think She-Wolf did as well, and once I'm kind of done with my time working with just these two together, I'm absolutely going to explore that. But I think this is our second date. So the Messenger Oracle will be taking the Lillifer Tarot on a second date. All right. Now, last but not least, we have the Mercury Salt Sulfur Oracle. Okay, so we've got some pretty pared down imagery in this oracle, which does leave a lot of room, a lot of possibility, no? Okay, let's think about this. And it is a bit more of a kind of confronting, shadowy deck. So that's something to keep in mind. I do think actually the Madame Lydia would have been a really cool pairing, but that one's taken. That's fun. Oh. Okay. All right. I know. We're gonna try the Darkwood Tarot. Ooh, I think this is gonna be really fun, and I do love this deck. I think it's gonna tie into that bit of shadowiness really nicely. All right, so we've got the Queen of Cups, Timeline Shift, and Seven of Pentacles. All right. This is also an oracle I kind of need the guidebook for. So I might not have many thoughts right now in that way, but that's okay. Pistis Sophia with the Queen of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles. I mean, aesthetically, I think this is really good. Sorcery with Ten of Wands and Five of Cups. That is interesting. Victory with the Wheel of Fortune and the Moon. Wow. That's kind of an interesting message. Again, seeing the moon as going into that shadow realm of almost, I'm feeling like it's almost like seeing the possible victories in things that were hard. Does that make sense? I don't know. Mandrake, Magician, and Three of Wands. I think this pairing is really working for me. Shame, Three of Cups, and the Hermit. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Doesn't that speak to such a, not that I'm trying to speak for everyone by any means, but I feel like there is a common experience of when you're feeling that feeling of shame, the desire to withdraw rather than engage with others. That is so interesting. We have grief with justice and 9 of Cups. Oh, wow. Okay, let's do one more, but I'm really loving this. Well, I feel like all these times we're really kind of lucked out with the first one. Even if I didn't pick it, like the first one has been pretty good. All right, we've got aspirations with 6 of Swords and 2 of Wands. Perfect. All right, so that is the Darkwood Tarot, and I'm a fan. I think that really works. I'm so curious to see what you all think. If there's other decks you would have picked out to pair, or of my 3 selections, if you would have totally picked something different, definitely let me know. I think that's so interesting and just fun. All right, so that's the Darkwood Tarot. Let's see. Now I want to look at, Ooh, do we want to kind of go little? Ooh, no, I know. This is a new one that I'm really excited about. It is the Gothic Tarot. Let's see how this goes, because I've been having so much fun with this Gothic Tarot. All right. Oh, we've got a little glare there, don't we? We've probably had that the whole time. You know, it is what it is. As above, so below, with 7 of Swords and King of Cups. That's interesting. We've got this like emotional maturity over here with this idea of kind of betrayal. As above, so below. It kind of gives off that idea of you reap what you sow almost, which is interesting. All right, we've got drowning with the moon and Knight of Cups. With the Knight of Cups, I feel like I usually see it as, you know, if you think of that classic Smithwaite image, I'm pretty sure the knight is on a horse not touching the water. Yes? I think so. With the moon, it's kind of this feels like the advice. It's almost like, are you kind of drowning in this shadow realm a bit? Like really getting bogged down in those emotions, and maybe the advice is to step outside of them for a little bit and gain that perspective. Oh, I hope you don't hear that buzzing noise. I need to put water in my arrow garden. And that hasn't happened yet. Okay, so the Anisadora, we don't know what that means. So we're just going off look. Actually, that's good, because I feel like I've not really examined that. With the 2 of Cups and 4 of Wands. How do we like the look of this pairing? I don't know that I like it as much as the Darkwood, honestly. A message with Page of Wands and the Devil. Ooh. I do think it works, but I don't know that this is beating the other one. Power with the World and Ace of Pentacles. Oh, that's cool. That's very much like beginning something new kind of energy. Sun with, oh my gosh, keep hitting my camera. 9 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups. I mean, that's pretty cool. Okay, I think the Gothic Tarot, again, it works. It totally works. I think it is a cool pairing. Yeah, all right. I think that's enough of that one. So let's look at one more, and then we will make our decision. What do I want to look at here? Oh, let's Let's look at the Marigold Tarot. I think that could be really interesting as well. Woo! Oh my gosh, let me not drop my cards everywhere though. Yikes. Okay, let's get it together. Krista, you can do it. Ooh, it's a similar color palette too. Okay. Oh, that is not even slightly. There we go. Okay, so we've got self-acceptance with 2 of Wands and 3 of Pentacles. That's really neat. It's sort of like 2 of Wands I see as this like planning phase. So it's almost like you were learning self-acceptance, and maybe it's worth the time to work with others in order to build that kind of self-acceptance practice, almost, is what I'm feeling. Interesting, isn't it? Okay. Whatever that is, Rebus with 9 of Wands, Ace of Swords. Wait, this is a really good pairing, isn't it? Oh no! I say oh no because I was kind of really excited about the Dark Wood, but I don't know. Alright, let's skip to one that I know. Okay, so we've got Struggle with Queen of Wands and the World. Bringing something to an end, almost, it's feeling like. In this kind of, like, self-care action, I'm feeling. Or maybe you are giving, again, like, kind of giving out too much of yourself. Oh, this might, I think, Energy Vampire with the Devil and Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Rise with 2 of Swords and Page of Swords. Interesting. Oh, this is really cool. Okay, so we got Mercury, Salt, Sulfur with Page of Rings and Knight of Swords. Oh, I'm loving this pairing. Really loving it. Starseed, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. All right, let's look at one more. One more. Exploration with the Hierophant and 5 of Swords. That's feeling like almost like exploring. That gets to an interesting place, doesn't it? Exploring ideas about, like, your own ideas about the world, and even, like, if you want to say spirituality, and examining, like, how, like, maybe certain things you were taught kind of took away any kind of agency behind your own thought on those kind of really big, larger scope things. Interesting, huh? Okay. All right. Marigold Tarot. So that is the Marigold Tarot. And right now it's definitely between this and the Dark Wood. But I think I gotta go Marigold Tarot. I think that was the pairing. Although as much as I really did love the Dark Wood with it, I really did. But I think that Marigold Tarot just, I don't know. Although, no, I don't know. Wait, hold on. I feel like that was kind of purely, a little bit purely aesthetic. Do I think they were speaking to each other? Yes, but now that I know it didn't seem like I just took a pause, but in my brain I took a pause. I think the Dark Wood was actually really, it felt like it was really speaking to that oracle. Okay. I've changed my mind. What do you think, deck? I think it thinks Dark Wood. Alright, we're going with the Dark Wood. So, Mercury, Salt, and Sulfur is taking the Dark Wood on a second date. And that is all I have for you today. I hope you all enjoyed this and are just kind of, I don't know, if you like the idea. I had fun with it. So again, the premise is that now that I have like I don't know if I've actually given this update. I've got a second desk in here now that is kind of my working station, but it's also turned into a space where I really just play with my tarot decks. And by that I mean, This is where I try out all my different pairings, and I do my morning readings, and any reading that really feels like it hits more in that spiritual space for me, I do at my more like official reading desk. But here is where I just kind of do those random readings throughout the day that I tend to do, things of that sort. So that's kind of what I mean there. And also just play. Like if I'm just wanting to look at my cards, shuffle them, see what happens, it happens here. This is kind of my, I'm calling it my play area. So I'm going to leave these out on my desk, these pairings, and make an effort for the next few weeks to see really how it works out, really do readings with them. And then next month when we do another installment of this, we're going to start out that video by talking about how those pairings worked out, and then we'll get into another grouping. So, I hope that sounds fun. I'm having fun with it. I hope you are too. But other than that, I hope you've all had a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all again very soon.